Welcome back, everybody. Time right now for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have us all talking.
We are joined by the People Pro Barb Beitlein, and Jeff Wagner is back. So talk about a long time coming. A Georgia school district finally ending segregated prom. Nearly 60 years after the U.S. Supreme Court desegregated the nation's public schools. This is good to hear, but disturbing that it took this long.
Some parts of the country still think like this, apparently.
Yes.
Well, and the way they were able to get away with it is because apparently the proms weren't sponsored by the school, they were sponsored by the parents. But you're right, this isn't 1933, this is 2013. What I thought was most amusing or whatever about this story was their justification. They said, well, the black kids and the white kids like different kinds of music, so that's why we're going to separate them. Well, I don't know, Shamraz, I think you and I, probably like different kinds of music would be my guess. But yet we would still go to the same event, right?
We'll both listen to Buffett.
Yeah, we'll listen to Buffett.
It's a ridiculous excuse, and again, I can't believe that either they weren't taken to task or they weren't willing to budge until now.
Well, I like their comment where they said it has nothing to do with racism. As Jeff mentioned, it's simply music selection and some different traditions. I guess I was sitting there as I read the article thinking, well, why can't you play a variety of music at the same prom? This doesn't make sense to me, and I absolutely can't believe it's gone on this long.
Yeah. It's one of these things where I mean, I understand that stuff goes on in different parts of the country, that it takes different times, but I'm also amazed by the fact that there are apparently still other schools in the Deep South that do this exact same thing. There are other segregated proms, for goodness sakes.
And I'm sure this isn't as bad as it gets in the Deep South.
I'm sure there's more.
This is just what we hear about up here.
Hey, and Jimmy Buffett, Kid Rock, and some hard rap, it all works out, okay? Something
You
for
can
everybody.
play it all.
Absolutely. It's all on my iPad.
The challenge to you, Jeff, for the next segment after the commercial break, a special Tuesday Jimmy Buffett lyric, since we did invoke his name today. All right, coming up next, cracking down on food stamp misuse. A new bill could limit the amount of food stamp benefits that may be spent on items considered junk food. More of What's Hot coming up next.
3 local children left home alone, lost in a fire. The state knew about their mother's repeated neglect. Why wasn't more done to protect them?
It is tragic.
A startling I-Team investigation, tonight at 10 on today's TMJ4 News.
If you've had neck or back surgery and were treated with Infuse, a bone growth product, you may be entitled to money damages from the manufacturer, Medtronics. Infuse has been the subject of an FDA warning. If you have suffered any of these complications after having been treated with Infuse, call Daniel Condis Law Offices immediately. These injuries are serious. Call me now for your free consultation.
To find out if you may be entitled to money damages, call 414-444-4444.
Buying eyeglasses is personal. Do they make me look too old? Should I get the red ones? Most glasses will improve your vision, but the right glasses are an extension of your personality. Find your look at VisionWorks. Buy 1 pair of glasses, get 1 free. Any frames, any lenses. Or a single vision pair is just $49.95. VisionWorks, where you'll find more than a pair of glasses. You'll find a better you.
With AT&T Uverse, the best way to watch TV is your way. Add our exclusive wireless receiver, and don't be tied to a TV outlet again. Move your TV where you want within a room and throughout your home, so you can watch Uverse TV anywhere.
Call now to get Uverse TV starting at $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Get the same great price for 2 years. Plus, get a total home DVR included for life. Add HBO and Cinemax and get the first 3 months free.
With our total home DVR, record 4 shows at once and play them back in any room. And ask about next day installation at no extra charge.
Call now to get Uverse TV starting at $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Get the same great price for 2 years. Plus, get a $150 promotion card.
AT&T Uverse. Entertainment inspired by you.
Buy 1 room, get your second free. Plus, get up to $500 off.
877-241 Luna.
Severe weather season is just on the horizon.
Storm Team 4 is on your side.
Welcome back, everyone. Just a beautiful day outside. Sunshine. Okay, it's a little windy. Really? Some folks even saying might be a little too warm too quickly. Come on. It's nice. No rain, and the few showers that are popping up in northwestern Wisconsin and Minnesota don't look all that impressive, but as the evening wears on, and there's a cold front making its way through, and that's what that is. This is the cold front. We will see some scattered showers and some thunderstorms roll out of Minnesota into western Wisconsin. So the graphics will go, there is a slight risk of severe storms from Green Bay to Wausau, down just to the west of Madison, Platteville, Prairie du Chien, and all the way down to Kansas City. Just to the west of us, we could still hear some rumbles of thunder late tonight, talking sometime after midnight tonight, and that's the reason why we're not really expecting much in the way of severe weather. If it were to happen midday like today with the peak heating, a little bit better chance of severe storms, but that front is still too far away. And getting much colder off to the west, about 30 degrees colder today in Denver after being in the 80s yesterday, and tomorrow they won't even get out of the 30s. The front, as I mentioned, is a very slow mover, so the showers and thunderstorms will be just to the northwest of us tomorrow, central and northern Wisconsin, back into southern Minnesota tomorrow evening. So let's say after 5 o'clock. That's when we'll start to see the clouds increase. So we're going to have another beautiful day tomorrow. We'll see the rain showers move in tomorrow night and off and on for the next several days. Slow mover. It's going to bring us dreary weather. Not today. It is great. Flags getting to work out. Southerly winds anywhere from 15 to 30 in Port Washington. 84 degrees. The lake has been shut off. No lake breeze today. So while that water temperature is about 38 degrees, doesn't matter. Southwest winds pushing it away. It's 84 also in Milwaukee, which has tied a record going back to 1910. A little cool in Sheboygan at 63 because of that southerly wind coming off the water. And look at the low to mid 80s elsewhere. Almost 90 at this hour in Janesville. Those winds between 15 and 30 miles per hour, some higher gusts like 36 in Watertown, 35 in Beaver Dam, and the winds will slowly start to diminish throughout the evening hours and 5 to 10 by morning. Your lows will be in the upper 50s to around 60. A very warm night tonight, some scattered showers to the west. Some of those could move in here after midnight, but the severe weather will stay well to the west of us. Then for tomorrow, another day of plenty of sunshine, upper 70s, lower 80s, a little cooler at the lakefront. From Sheboygan to Port Washington with that southeasterly breeze kicking in. We'll hit 78 here in Milwaukee around noon, and then by this time tomorrow we'll be right around 70 degrees. And then a little cooler to the northwest because here's your cold front just parked to the northwest of us, and that slides in tomorrow night then with a wide range of temperatures and conditions. Tonight, though, the best chance of rain is off to the west of us in central Wisconsin. Here comes that front for tomorrow. During the day tomorrow, it's dry. Tomorrow night, though, and then Thursday with a slow-moving front and low-pressure system, we have sporadic rain showers around. Not a washout, not flooding expected, but more of a nuisance rain like we had last night in some neighborhoods. Look at these temperatures tomorrow. If you're leaving Milwaukee, say it's almost 80 degrees, and you're driving, let's say, to the Twin Cities, make sure you pack a jacket. 42 with a rain-snow mix by late in the afternoon. Here it comes. 58 degrees tonight. Isolated storms after midnight. Going to the Brewer game, the roof will be open tonight. And for tomorrow midday game, roof will be open once again with a high of 78. Those storms not until after 5 o'clock. 7-day forecast, we drop 30 degrees plus wind chill on Thursday. Struggle to hit 51 on Friday. Some scattered showers still on Saturday, and we get back into the 60s Monday and Tuesday. There she is, roof and panels open.
Beautiful sights.
No sweatshirts needed for tonight's Brewer game.
No, there is a little bit of a lake breeze right on the lakefront. If you're
you have to be right on the
if you're
lakefront.
within spitting distance of the water, it's like 20 degrees cooler. It was 60 when I was down there earlier.
All right, so moving on to more of what's hot.
Again, we're joined
You're
by
done
Bob Bart.
talking.
Cut me off, control room. We've got Bob Bartline and Jeff Wagner here. They're more important than my meteorological observations.
Oh,
Topic
go
number
ahead.
2.
Go ahead,
Should
Steve.
food stamps be able to should you be able to purchase junk food with food stamps? The Wisconsin Assembly Committee set the vote on a bill that would limit the amount of benefits that may be spent on your junk food items.
I don't think we should just limit the amount of benefits. There should be no benefits for junk food. Food stamps should be simply used to buy fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains, period. I don't see as a taxpayer why I'm funding food stamps for junk food. Then I have to also fund for increased obesity, increased diabetes. I don't think so.
Amen, sister. Okay. We have reason to get... This is one of my pet peeves whenever we talk about this. You look at some of the programs they have, like the WIC program. I mean, it is limited to what the things are that you can buy. And it's basically cereals, you know, it's milk, it's soup, it's the lean meats. It makes no sense to me at all that you allow people to take food stamps that are being paid for by the rest of us and buy garbage. Now, the problem is you've got some very powerful lobbies that are out there, like all the different, you know, wholesale grocers associations and things, because they make a lot more money if they sell a carton of Mountain Dew than if they sell, you know, some, you know, whole wheat bread or something like that. So it's powerful, but I'm in favor of this.
But also the question is how do you police it? That tends to be the sticking point. I mean, I think a lot of people agree, but how do you enforce it?
You put the UPC codes into the system and you don't let it apply to those particular items.
I don't really, but people aren't willing to spend the money to put that system in place.
But Courtney, we do that now. I mean, there are limits. You can't buy just anything with food stamps. I mean, if you show up,
can't buy cigarettes.
Right, can't buy cigarettes. You can't buy prepared foods, for example. You know, so I mean that'll bounce. So I mean, I don't know that it's that much of a logistical problem. But this is one of the things that infuriates me too. Yeah.
All right, our final topic today: more maternity leave for Yahoo employees. 2 months after the company restricted employees' work from home option, it is giving new moms and dads more paid leave. I say great.
Well, this is a case of, you know, of the CEO being apparently some type of an iron woman and being back at work only 2 weeks after having her baby.
But she has like a little nursery area for the baby there in her office.
And Courtney, like that's something to admire. I think it's sick.
Yeah,
going back 2 weeks after you have a baby, come on.
I don't know why you would want to, and I think that there has to be some, you know, if you are going to be a high-powered female in business, I don't know that that means you have to feel the pressure to come back after 2 weeks. You should be able to take maternity leave.
She also makes enough money that she's got all sorts of help at home as well.
It's not like your average woman who's juggling everything and yeah.
I actually think, you know, I think businesses need to figure out ways to be more family friendly, whether it's flex time, being able to work at home, or things like this. Now, I mean, I don't know if every company could afford to give this type of, you know, paid maternity leave or paternity leave, but if Yahoo can do it, I say that's great. This is family friendly, and it might help them attract new employees.
Do you think this is to help balance out the cutting back on the ability to work from home?
You know, maybe she's eating a little crow with this one, and that's part of it. But anything that strengthens the American family, I think, is a positive thing. A lot of companies now are doing mommy tracks where you can ramp up or ramp off depending on what's going on in your personal life and your family life. I think those companies are smart.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break. I'll talk to myself about the weather. We'll be right back.